Did you just get dumped? Did you just dump somebody? Does it suck? Yeah, breakups suck. And I think the thing people think is going to happen is that you're going to move on quick, or it's going to take forever to move on. Whereas I kind of think it's somewhere in the middle, kind of based on how you handle it. Now, these are kind of 3 ways I've learned not to make the process go by faster, but to make the process a little easier and I think healthier overall. The first tip I'd say after a breakup, if you want to move on from the breakup in a healthier way, would be don't just go out and go on dates immediately. Try spending some quality time with people you trust, like friends or family, instead of just rushing into dates. Because as someone who went through a really bad breakup at one point and rushed into dating somebody like a serial dater right after, it is not the route to health. It's not going to lead you to a healthier relationship. It's going to lead you to almost like a rebound relationship that doesn't have a whole lot of value, and I think is just going to constantly be compared to the one that's actually, pulling on your heartstrings, hurting a little bit. So that's tip number 1. Spend time with friends instead of dates. Tip number 2, this is going to be a little harder. Tip number 2 is get rid of things that your ex gave you, or things maybe you had or purchased together. Obviously, if you bought a dog together, don't put the dog in the trash, okay? Please don't do that. If you bought a couch, obviously, you don't need to get rid of that. I'm just saying, like, maybe little things like bracelets or notebooks or things that you could easily replace that might be bogging you down. Emotionally, I've learned that after going through a breakup, they can be very, very restraining and restrictive in your thoughts, because then when you see them, it's like when you watch a movie with somebody, when you watch, say, The Notebook with Lindsay. Say you watch it with Lindsay, and then you go back in time, whenever you watch The Notebook in the future, you think about watching it with Lindsay. So maybe you just maybe want to get rid of the Notebook DVD. Like, you shouldn't have DVDs anyway, but that's my point. Number 3, and also before I get to number 3, I'd say on that last note, if you don't want to get rid of things, or if the memory is bogging you down, try creating new memories with those things, maybe with someone else, or maybe just by yourself. Tip number 3 of getting over a breakup is going to be trying new things that can reinvent you, because I think it's very easy to get trapped in the thoughts of, why did the relationship end the way it did? Why did I do this? Why did this happen? And that's just going to be a vicious cycle constantly going through your brain. So I have found that it's a lot better to get out and try new things that maybe weren't what you were about in the relationship prior, that's kind of stuck in your head. Like, say you're not a big outdoorsy person. Well, it's always there. Go try it. Maybe you didn't do that with your ex, but maybe that was part of what was missing. Maybe you weren't a reader. Start trying to read. Maybe you didn't like movies. Try a movie. Reinventing yourself is going to be a huge part of not what distracts you, but I think eventually will lead maybe to some of the realization in healthy closure with why a relationship may have ended, and why you might have been okay with it ending all along. All those tips being said, when it comes to getting over a breakup, it really does sound stupid, and it sucks. It just takes time. You might think you're over a breakup in a week that you had for a relationship you had for a year. That's probably not the case. Now, I don't think there's any mathematical or scientific equation to how long it takes, but you do just have to give yourself space, give yourself time, and that's okay, because so many of us have been there before, and it does get better. You do meet other people, and you just want to kind of look out for yourself, Take care of yourself, give yourself time to rest and process, and just have you time. That's all right, and you deserve that. Everybody deserves that. If you like this video, don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, hit that bell notification, and I'll see you next time.